Well, spring is here, it's upon us, and that means, for us, that means chicken season. One of the biggest ways that we support our homestead is by raising our own meat chickens, but also selling them. This year we're hoping to be at farmers markets. We're selling at an online venue called Market Wagon. We have an agreement with another grocery club where we're going to provide chickens, but in order to do that, we decided this year that we would try to get a little bit of a head start on the season, which meant buying chicks a little bit earlier than we typically do and wanting to get ahead. Things started off a little rocky. We had some losses, a little too many losses than we're comfortable with, but nonetheless we still had quite a few that were healthy and strong and thriving. And so I want to spend this video sharing with you how we went from this to this. In just a matter of 24 hours. So we had a 100% loss from our first batch of chickens. We ordered 100 meat birds and we suffered a 100% loss. Now, I'm not bragging about this, I'm not proud about it. We're saddened by this. It was frustrating, I was angry, a whole range of emotions. But I hope that this will show you too that, one, farming is not easy, and two, a big part of it is knowing how to deal with death, because it happens so frequently. So what happened? Well, as we had these chicks in the brooder, we had a pretty significant snow. About 6 inches fell here, which we're in southern Indiana. That's not crazy, but that does not happen every year. We might get 1 or 2 inches of snow each year, but we had about 6 inches that fell in a span of 24 or so hours. The weather turned and it started warming up and everything started melting away. And it looked like the weather was going to make a turn. Our chicks were big enough, they seemed healthy enough, and so we took them and we moved them outside to our chicken tractor. This is a 10 by 12 foot movable pen that we have where the chickens get moved every day. They get fresh grass, they get fresh bugs, they get plenty of sunshine. The chickens get to be chickens and get to live as chickens, and they get fresh air, sunlight, grass, everything. And it's wonderful for them. They enjoy it. They love it. So when we moved them out there, they were happy. They were chirping. They were exploring. And within 24 hours, we had lost every single one. So what happened was that after those 6 inches of snow and everything started melting away, the ground was fully saturated with water. All of that snow just seeped into the ground and melted. And then we had a downpour of rain for about 12 hours straight. It rained over 3 inches in a matter of 12 hours. And when I went out there the next morning to check on them and to move them and to feed them and take care of them, I discovered that every single one of them was dead. Even on high, with our tractor placed on high ground here on our property, that there was just so much water in the ground that it just pooled up even inside the tractor. And for some reason, the chickens decided that they would run right into the corner of the tractor where the water was pooling up, and every single one of them died. It's painful and it's shameful and it's frustrating. We had about $300 invested in these so far. They would have produced about $1,000 profit for our farm, and it set us back about a month from what we can produce. And so we're trying to learn our lessons as we go and to share these things so that others don't make similar mistakes, and just acknowledge that everything that we do here is a process of learning and growing. And unfortunately, there are some setbacks that are involved in that. We're getting our next shipment soon, and so we hope we have plenty of time left in the season, so we hope that we can make up that ground that we lost and that income that we lost from those. But nonetheless, it's sad that we don't want to lose any animals. But sometimes nature is out of our control. And so we have to learn to adjust and adapt to whatever is going on around us here in nature and at the farm, and try to make the adjustments the best that we can.